In this video, I will be sharing with you how to achieve a successful silk press without feeling overwhelmed by it. Stay tuned. Alright, so first things first, this is my client's before. She had her hair up in braids for a little bit, and this is her hair freshly out of the braids. And what I really like to do whenever I have clients that come with their hairs right off the braids is that I actually like to detangle pre-shampoo. The reason why I like to detangle pre-shampoo is because I don't want to take my client back to the shampoo bowl when her hair is this tangled up and create even more tangles as I shampoo her hair. So I rather divide her hair into sections and tackle each section individually so that I can go ahead and detangle all of her hair before washing her hair. So first thing I like to do is to make sure that each section that I divide is fully saturated with water. After, I like to apply Olaplex number 3 on each section that is already wet, and then I begin to detangle. And also, whenever I apply Olaplex number 3, it is helping me to moisturize and hydrate her hair. It's acting like if it's a hydrating mask, which you definitely need after taking your braids out. Also, shout out to Tangle Teezer. What an amazing brush to detangle hair that is this tangled up, and look at how fast I was able to detangle this section just by using Tangle Teezer, water, and Olaplex number 3. Next, I really like to divide the hair and put it up into 2-strand twist so that I can continue to keep the hair nice and divided and tangle free before I start the shampoo process. So this is the hair that shedded as I was detangling her hair. Not bad at all. If I would have washed her hair first and then detangled, there would have been so much more hair, a way bigger hairball, and a lot more breakage. So now I like to bring her back to the shampoo bowl after I detangle all of her hair. And remember, at this point, not only have I been detangling her hair, but her hair has also been getting hydrated, a deep conditioner, if you will. So I would like to wet her hair and make sure that I remove all of that conditioner before starting to clarify her hair. So first thing that I do after I remove all of the product that was on her hair, I go ahead and I clarify her hair with a clarifying shampoo. And I do this once, 2, or even 3 times depending on how much buildup the hair has. And you're gonna want to be very gentle when you're washing her hair because again, we just detangled her hair and we don't want to create any more knots or any more matting like it was before. So as you can see, whenever I start applying my shampoo, I go in a downward motion and I make sure that as I'm shampooing, even though there are going to be some movements that are going to be back and forth, there's going to be moments that I use my fingers as a wide tooth comb and I kind of comb through the hair with my fingers to keep it nice and detangled. So you see how I'm going back and forth here, but then here I just start kind of combing it out. That's exactly what you're going to want to do throughout the shampoo, whether you're clarifying it or using a moisturizing shampoo, just to continue to have your hair, your client's hair, nice and detangled. So after I finish clarifying her hair, making sure that her hair is nice and squeaky clean, I want to make sure to use a shampoo that is moisturizing at the end so that we can go ahead and calm the cuticle down and make sure that we bring the pH back down to a 4.5 to 5.5. That is the normal pH balance of the hair, and I love using Olaplex to do this because it's already a pH balanced product. So whether you're doing color or you're using lightener or you're just doing a regular wash, whenever you feel like the hair is a little bit more rough or it just needs a bit more moisture, Olaplex is definitely going to help to bring that pH balance back down to that 4.5 to 5.5 and making the hair a lot more manageable. So after I finish using the Olaplex number 4, I go ahead and I rinse all of the shampoo out, make sure that there's no shampoo left in her hair, and then I go in and I use Olaplex number 5 and I start applying it on the ends and work my way up to the roots. You're always going to want to start on the ends because they're usually the driest part of the hair. Now we're back in my station, and now I'm applying Olaplex number 6 and number 7 as my leave-in conditioner and my heat protectant, just to make sure that I'm always protecting her hair. And now I'm going to start to divide her hair to start the blow drying. And I just love using the Color Track sectioning clip because I'm able to section her whole head of hair just by using one tool. I just love it so much. So now with the blow drying, I am choosing to use a paddle brush today and my blow dryer. I wanted to use the paddle brush because, again, I already had a little bit of issues with detangling her hair, and I wanted to use the paddle brush because it helps me to not only stretch the hair really nice, but it also helps me to keep her hair nice and detangled as I'm still working. Usually whenever hair has been up in braids and it hasn't been properly moisturized or hydrated, it tends to want to revert back and it tends to want to tangle back together. So that's why I'm using the paddle brush today, because this paddle brush, as you can see by me using it with tension, it's helping me to stretch out her hair really nicely, but also I'm not getting any micro tangles anymore. I'm able to get the nice blowout that I need to get in a very efficient way, but also making sure that she is fully tangle free as I'm working through her hair. So I wanted to leave this clip in because, as you can see, as I'm blow drying her hair, her ends already want to revert back to being curly. One of the main reasons for this is because of a lack of a trim and lack of moisture. So let's talk about it. When it comes to trims, a lot of clients are very traumatized with hairdressers because they ask for a trim and then they get their hair up to their necks or to their ears. They just pretty much get a big chop, right? So the way to make your clients trust you, it's even though they're not really willing to let go of a lot of length, even though they really need it, as my client needs it here. As you can tell, she really has a lot of split ends going up her hair, and it's again because of lack of moisture and lack of a trim on time. But I still told her that I was gonna do a baby trim, just dust the ends for her, because I didn't want to traumatize her with her haircut. So as you can see, I'm just grabbing her hair, making sure that I just dust her ends, and that way you can go ahead and build a trust with your client in order for her to come in next time, and whenever she does ask for a bigger trim or even for a bob or just a haircut, she's going to feel comfortable with you knowing that you're going to cut exactly what needs to be cut, instead of giving her a totally new makeover whenever she didn't ask for it. So hairdressers, please listen up. When it comes to hair cutting, whenever the client only wants baby trim, give them exactly that, a baby trim. Do not tell them, no, your hair needs it all the way up to your neck, or you just need 5 inches off your hair. Not everyone is ready for such a drastic change in such a short amount of time. Sometimes people are going through their hair journeys, they're trying things out. At least for my client here, she likes to have her hair up in braids or in a weave, so she needs her hair to be longer. Even though her hair needs a bigger trim, I'm not going to force her to do something that she's not ready for, in order for us to build that trust. And then next time, whenever she does want something completely different, she knows that she can fully trust in me to give her the haircut that she truly needs, but also she'll be feeling good about it. So As you can tell, I just went ahead and I did the baby trim. I started with the perimeter first, and then I dusted up her layers as well. And yes, she still needs more of a trim, but like I said before, I'm going to let her decide that so that we can always have a good trust. So now I go ahead and I start the flat iron, and I really like to do 1 to 2 passes the most. I don't really like to keep on flat ironing hair when it's in its natural state like she has it, because she likes to wear it curly sometimes and sometimes straight. So we're not trying to heat train the hair to stay straight. And I'm also not doing a hair smoothing treatment, which that's when I need to do like 10 to 15 passes. So just a few bumps on the roots, because that's the rawest part of her hair and usually the curliest. And then whenever I go towards the ends, I only do 1 pass. So again, bump the roots maybe 1 to 2 times, and then using the chase method, go all the way through to the ends. And the temperature that I'm using on my flat iron with her hair, it's at 410, and her hair can handle it. She has pretty thick curly hair, so going up to 410 is pretty safe for her hair. Here are the final results. So look at how shiny her hair is and how beautiful it's moving, and it's all because we followed all the right steps. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you learned in this video and what you would like to learn in future videos. Thank you so much. God bless.